I need you to close that gate now, please. There, thank you. Good boy. And Hope. Thank you. Good boy. Give him a hand. Isn't he great? Yeah, yeah. Okay, come turn around for me. Now, he's not perfect with just the string yet, but we work on it. We keep playing, Hope. Let's see if I can get you back up. Can you back up? Yes, I love you too, but I need you back up. Back and back and back. See how light I am? It's all about my feet. Good, and then swing around and stand in front of that camera so people can see your beautifulness. And he's something. He's the best horse I've ever had. What we're going to learn today, well, let me ask you a question. How many of you are familiar with holistic horsemanship, let me back up, natural horsemanship? Paco, can I have your head up, please? Natural horsemanship. And what does it mean to you? What does natural horsemanship mean to you, any of you? What does it mean? Okay, and Sally, what does it mean to you? Okay, very good answers. Kathy, what's it mean to you? Great, okay. Natural horsemanship are all those, and also using prey animal psychology. I use herd language. Now what I've created is holistic horsemanship. What that means is I'm taking natural horsemanship one more level, and we're going to work with the whole horse. We're going to work with physical problems, emotional problems, baggage, layers, like an onion. Some of these older horses have layers that we need to peel back. We need to get to the source of the behavior and training problems. And my mantra is, problems are not always training issues. We cannot just train the behavior. I call that allopathic training, and that's what our kind of our medical society is like right now. It's allopathic in terms of it treats the symptoms and doesn't get to the source. And I think our medical system's getting much better, that people are incorporating chiropractic now, and naturopath, and diet is so important, and I'm so glad for that awareness. And that's what I incorporate as well. I incorporate my veterinarian, my farrier, my chiropractor who happens to be a veterinarian, acupuncturist, same guy, that's the veterinarian as the chiropractor, and we do massage therapy. We get to the source of the behavior before I just start arbitrarily training the behavior.
There are four core emotional concerns that we share with our horses. They consist of appreciation, status,
the way we appreciate is we take the time to bond, we take the time to honor them with their fear. Now, when a horse gets scared, how many times you've been on a trail and you got a horse that's scared of something and your trail mates are telling you, just hit him, just get him, make him do it, don't let him win. Well, you know, in a win situation, there's a loser, and that's going to be your horse. And that breaks a horse. There's a better way to do it. Support your horse through the fear. Support them through what they're afraid of. Get off. Don't listen to people pushing you to do something that's endangering you and endangering your horse. Don't do it. Get off. And walk up to the scary thing. Check it out with them. Well, isn't that interesting?
Status means position in the herd.
And they'll go,
you are a herd of two with you and your horse.
Come and take a look.
Horses are herd animals and genetically require a herd leader. Your position as herd leader is critical to a safer relationship with your horse, and I will show you how to be the herd leader your horse requires.
Autonomy is that we have the right to make our own decision. We have choice, free will. Animals have free will as well. They have less intellectual thinking. They are in the moment, and we tend to be able to multitask with our brains, and it gets in the way, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So autonomy. And autonomy for a horse is allowing the horse to make the right choice. I'm going to guide that horse to make the choice, but I'm certainly not going to force the choice, where I've seen trainers out there going, 1, 2, 3, get that answer right. Did they get a chance to own that answer? Did they get a chance to come up with that on their own?
Role is the expectation of each horse within the herd. Every herd member has a role. Within your herd of 2, your horse expects you to be the herd leader at all times. Your role is also teacher. Your horse's role is to be follower and student. Holistic joining
Just going to run him off. Go on. Go on. Good boy. Ooh. What I'm trying to do is invoke his instincts to follow me, to join with me. Not join with me because he's trying to get out of pressure, because I'm not pressuring, I'm just moving him around as a lead mare would do. But I'm trying to get him to decide, well, it's actually instinct, to invoke that instinct to want to be with me because he recognizes me as the herd leader, because I'm acting just like the herd leader would. You know what? I think I want that space too, thank you. And where I want him to be is over in that gate. And I just kind of looked at him. You notice I kind of, like that's what the lead mare would do. She'd go, you know, and then she'd look away. She got what she wanted. Using your body language to talk. Good. So I'm just going to relax, drop my energy. And I'm just going to say, no, I want that space now. So I'm going to hang out over here. And I don't want you over there. And that's fine. I'm going to give him some time. It has to be his idea. It has to be his instinct, or I don't have the whole horse. I could exhaust him and run him around in circles, but the lead mare, she doesn't do that. So why would I do that? That's only when you are playing and doing exercises and you're trying to supple your horse and control their feet. But I'm trying to get instinct here. I don't want you down here. This is my space. Good boy. Good. See, I want him hanging out down by that gate, and then I won't bother him. So he's going to find out that the gate, oh, the lead mare says the gate, she doesn't seem to bother me down at the gate. You just want to play, don't you? Yeah, that's what this is all about, because we play a lot. He's going, well, why aren't you running after me and playing with me? And I may just have to do that, because we do a lot of that too. Yes, yes, you want me to get you? Well, I'm trying to show them how the leadership thing goes before we play. Well, why can't we play? I know, you like to play, don't you? Good boy. And I'm going to go over here and love you over here. What a super boy. What a super boy you are. That's good. See, I want you over here. Oh, does that feel nice? Oh, does that feel good? Okay. All right, big boy. You gonna follow? Aha. Starting to. Couple little steps. That's good. So I'm just gonna leave him there. See if he'll want to be with me. And sometimes if you just sit for a couple minutes, and they'll come up to you. Just like they do in the herd. Like, what do you want? Just give it time. Good boy. Good boy. That's what I wanted. Good job. That's what I wanted. Now, do you think I have this horse? Let's see. Let's see. Do I have you? Oh, what's out there? And of course, this horse has some Arab in him. So we have somebody who's always looking around, looking at stuff, curious about everything. Then you need to get going. I'm going to leave him down there. Give him just a moment. I want him back at that gate. Very good. That's not quite the gate, but that's good. So I'm going to just hang here for a minute. Release that pressure. I don't want him to be with me just because to get out of pressure. I want him to be with me because it's an instinct to be with me because he sees me as the lead mare. Now, this is instinct.
There are 3 basic foundational requirements that every horse must learn for safety purposes: backing up, pressure and release with bonding, and leading.
And to back up a horse, I jiggle lightly. Now, if I got a horse that hasn't learned that, I would jiggle lightly, and then I'd really start jiggling. I'd walk in. It's just like that. Get out of my space. And they'll back up. And if they don't, then you'd have the stick and you tap them on the chest. You need to listen to me. But usually by the time you're walking in and jiggling or going down real quick, that'll get them to back up. We'll bring out the stallion for a minute, and you'll see what kind of a naughty backup person he is. You'll get a better idea backing up. Backing up, though, is one of the first things. Also, I'll teach a new horse. I'll do the
When working with your horse, always remember that horses learn from the release of pressure, not the pressure itself. Your release must be instant, so your horse will learn.
So we're going to do the bonding, the safe and loving place we go when we're in trouble. I'm going to step him over here so you can see that. I'm going to take his nose and I'm going to ask him for here. Oh, what a nice boy. Very good boy. If you get a horse that's real resistant, you're trying to get them to flex, just take the time, stand forward. Some horses get worried when you turn around. So if I got a horse that's resistant, I'll just stand like this and I'll ask for a little bit and then I'll release. And just a little bit more. But this guy likes to snuggle, so he's pretty easy about that. Look at that. Oh, yeah, you're a sweetheart. You're a sweetheart. Let me love you right here. Very good. Very good. And I'm going to get him to think about that because when they're working their mouth, they're relaxing, they're chewing their thoughts, licking their brain, as Clinton Anderson would say, good boy, and ask for that head down. Where the mind is, the body follows. You want to get the head to relax, get those endorphins going. Yeah. There, he came in and it became soft in my hand. You don't want to release when the horse is hard. You want to release when they're soft. So when you get what you ask for, then release. When you're teaching a horse is take the time for them to get the right answer. Don't force the right answer on them. They're not going to learn that way. It's teaching, just like teaching a person. You know, if you force the right answer on them, did they learn it? They're not going to retain it. They've got to learn it for themselves. Oh, no, no chewing on the tack. No, I don't allow that. Let me love you right there. I want you to be soft. You're pretty flexible, aren't you? Soft. No. So I'm just waiting. There. Very good. And I need you to think about that. So I'm going to invoke that thought. There. Give him a moment. You know, that soft spot where there's no teeth is where I'm putting my fingers, right? Where there's no teeth, and just kind of feathering his tongue, feathering the roof of his mouth to get him thinking about what just happened, and give him time to soak on that. Good boy. Good job. Leading a horse, I know there's a lot. Everybody has their ideas about leading a horse. It's funny, I saw this video on YouTube. This gal, who's a friend of mine, she's leading her horse on YouTube. The horse is way behind her. And some gal wrote a comment about, do you realize how dangerous that is, having your horse way behind you? Blah, 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 just ripping this girl. And I'm thinking, shut up. I do not want a horse right here. I do not want to lead a horse. Unless I'm in a showmanship class, then you got to do that. Otherwise, I want them back behind me, at least a half a horse length behind, because if they were to freak out, spook, boom, they're right into you. You're right here, they're going to knock you down. Actually, I had a little girl's Mustang here that she ended up in the hospital, flat out on the asphalt. Dad found her unconscious because the horse came back without her. And he just spooked right into her. When you have this distance, you're able to respond. You're going to hear those hoofs coming. And I always keep an eye out. You know, you always want to keep an eye out, your peripheral vision, where's that horse? And I want him out of my space. You need to get back and respect my space. Because do you see horses following right up the lead mare's bottom? I don't think so. She wouldn't tolerate it. She'd give him 2 heels. Get back. Get out of my space. That's what I want my horse to recognize. I'm the lead mare. You don't get in my space unless I invite you in there. You need to respect that. So leading can be a real safety issue. You want to make sure you're leading your horse at a good distance. Okay, and backing up again. Back up, good boy. And I looked at him, and then I dropped my countenance. Talk with your body. Be aware of what your body is saying, because your horse is listening with his eyes. Now we're going to go to lunging. And I'm going to show you lunging with a stick. You got a horse that doesn't understand lunging, you can stand there and twirl that lead rope forever. And you can smack them with it, and you're getting too close, and you're feeling uncomfortable. And I see a lot of trainers do that, and it's frustrating. Let me get some fly spray for him. It's frustrating to try to get a horse to lunge on a 12-foot lead line without some extra pressure, and especially when you have to get really close. Hi, are you being all joined up now? That's awesome. Can I love you for a minute? Good boy. And you see, I use the word love a lot because it invokes exactly what I'm saying. It's invoking that feeling and that intent. And then he's able to relax more because I'm relaxed. It's making me relax. The words I use make me relax. The sound, shh, that's what I use for no. It's quick. One time I was in the car driving, my husband's the passenger, and we're on a hill at a stop sign. And there's a bunch of people in front of us, and everybody's taking a left and pulling out on cross traffic, right? So we're taking this left to cross traffic. And this guy behind me, he obviously had a clutch car, so he starts rolling back, and I'm going, shh, 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 at the guy in front. Because it's such a habit for me to use a shh, you know, the quick no, 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 instead of no, no. I'll still use no, no. That comes out of my mouth too, but shh, shh, and Ken's saying, they can't hear you. Stop rolling back. This is a natural fly spray if you guys want to use it on yourselves. It's totally harmless to people. There's no chemicals or poisons in it, so you're welcome to use that. Now I'm going to move his feet in the direction that I want him to. And a lot of people will lunge a horse from the side. I don't like to do that because that puts me in a position of vulnerability. I could get kicked. That horse could jump into me. I want 2 eyes on me. I want that horse looking at me. I want to be able to give that horse a direction with my body. Now let me give you an example. When someone walks up to you like this, what does that make you do? That makes you want to back up. Okay, well that's body language. You need to be very clear about your body language when you're working with your horse. When I walk up like this, he's going to back up. He backs up anyway, so even when I walk like this. And he has a lot of confidence yet to build, doesn't he? You can see that he still doesn't quite trust people. He wants to, and he snuggles, but he has a lot of autonomy. And that's okay, because he's going to be a good lead horse for me someday, or whoever ends up with him. Can I get you to drop your head, please? And I asked him to drop his head to relax, yes. So to lunge, though, I'm going to lunge him, and I'm going to point, I'm going to cock my head, and I'm going to ask. So I'm going to ask a little more, and if I didn't get what I wanted, I'd bring up my stick, But I wouldn't hit him. I would tap nicely, and I would tap again until if he took just one step, then I'd go, good boy. So what if he only took one step and turned around and looked at you? Can you stop, please? Thank you. Good job. He's licking and chewing. Good boy. He's got a lot of energy today, doesn't he? And being an Arab too. Let me love you. The stick's just going to love you. So if he wasn't going to do it, I'd pick up my stick and I'd tap. I'm not into hitting. The only time I will hit a horse is to save my life. That horse is charging me, and I do work with a lot of dangerous horses, charging at me, trying to kill me. And if it's between me and the horse, I'm going to hit, and it will be in the shoulder, because that's what the lead mare, she'll bite, is in the shoulder. Or I'll hit the rump to get it away from me. You never want to hit in the face, of course. And then I'm going to teach him a one-rein stop on the ground, because this is my emergency handbrake. So I'm going to slide and slide. Good boy. And usually I toss this, but I don't want you doing that to your horses until you've taught them. Good job. And I held that until he gave me that nose. Good job. And he's licking and chewing. I'm going to show you some desensitizing techniques. I'll tell you, you can't desensitize your horse enough. And just a couple of things that I do to warm a horse up before we go on the trail. And all the things that I'm doing today are things that I do, and it takes me 5 minutes to run it through. When I'm done, then I'm on the trail. But I do this every time before I ride, even whether I'm riding in the arena or if I'm going on the trail. I run my horse through all of these very quick. People, do you know, saddle their horses and just go. They just think they're fuzzy motorcycles. It's dangerous. They're not like motorcycles. They think and feel, and they have responses, and can be very dangerous. So I always go through my safety steps, looking for, well, what kind of problems do you have today? Did you have a bad night last night? Were you up all night with, something flapping in the wind, or the coyotes howling all night? Are you with me today? Do you recognize I'm the same person today as I was yesterday? You need to connect with me, and we need to be one, because isn't that what it's all about? Isn't that why we love our horses and want to be with horses? It's that oneness that you feel out on the trail, that great relationship. Isn't that what we want? I hear all the time, natural horsemanship, about this partnership. I don't want a partnership. A partnership, to me, has a sense of a business contract. I don't want it. It's not a 50-50 either. If it's 50-50, who's the leader? I have to be the leader in my herd of two at all times. That's my status, and my role is the teacher. His role is to learn and to listen to his leader. If I'm in a partnership, I don't get that. What I want is a companionship and a dance. And when you're dancing, two people dancing, you have a leader and you have the follower in a dance. And that's what I want to be dancing. Because when we're riding, isn't that what it feels like when you're riding and you're just all one? Have you ever had that when you're going along the trail and you come to a Y and you're thinking right and your horse goes right and you never gave him the cue? At least you didn't think you did. That's that oneness. That's where I want to be. Now, I don't get it every time, but I sure love that feeling, that sweet spot, as a lot of people talk about with riding. And that's what I'm cultivating here on the ground with my horse, and it's going to translate into the saddle. So I'm just checking this guy. He's like, you've done this before, I'm fine with this. Good boy. These are just some things that you can do with your horse. I love to use the flag and the string too. I'll show you that in a minute. And since this guy has a problem with me running up to him or walking up to him, or even with the lowest head and all that, I'm going to do some run-up exercises on him, because this is going to push his buttons. And I want to make sure that one day, if we get separated, I need to be able to run up on him on the trail or out in the pasture. So, you going to let me come at you? And this is the one time I come running, but I have a big smile on my face, which exudes that relaxed intention of, I like you, instead of move out of my space. It's totally different. So this is the one time I will run up to my horse with my shoulders and eye contact, but I'm going to go, I'm going to get you, let me love you. Oh, what a good boy. And I rub until he drops that head, and then he's like, ooh, can I sniff you? And he's just a little sweetheart. But he's very independent. Come, I'm going to get you. Here I come. Oh, let me love you. But I keep my hands up Oh boy, I've had many horses go, wah, Paco. He did, boy, when I ran up on him the first time, he just went, well, I'm out of here, you're scaring me. And so I had to hang on, you know, while I'm getting there, wait. But I didn't force him. I stayed with him as he was, oh. I didn't force him. You don't want to yank and force. If you got a horse that's going like that, then when Paco did that, I went, okay, that's way too much pressure. He can't handle that. So I just started like here and I went, hi. And then I just baby stepped it. And then the next thing I'm way out here and I'm running slow. So break it down. If you've got a horse that's melting down, stop, back up. Get to the point where you know it's good, that a starting point. You've got to get back to a starting point. So go back to a starting point where you know you're going to be okay, and then build. Baby step it, and then you'll have a horse that just won't care that you're doing that. Okay, I'm going to get you. Here I come. Oh, good boy. That was better. That was better. Very good. I'm going to go get the stick and string. I want you to stand. When I drop that rope, that means you're to stand. I like a horse that'll ground tie. It takes time to teach them, but I like that. Okay. So I'm just going to introduce the flag to him. You know the flag's just going to love you. Yeah, the flag's just going to love you. And I'm just going to love you. And since I've done this with him before, I've done it without a halter and lead rope as well. I know this isn't going to be an issue. I'm doing this so that to give you ideas of what you can do with your horse. And of course, when you do it, I want you to be standing at a 45-degree angle at your horse's shoulder, and you keep that nose tipped to you. So if he gets spooked, you can pull that nose towards you, which will get rid of the bottom. You want to get that bottom out of your space. So I'm just loving him here. It's all right, Mr. High Head. Oh, now, can I get your head down? Very good. See, I noticed he got all, so I just needed to bring him back down. You're all right. Good job. Good job. I want to be able to walk all the way around. Good boy. Good boy. That girl, I wormed her, but she's so itchy. Good boy. I'm going to kind of up that pressure. Good boy. And see how I'm supporting him verbally. Good boy. Good job. Very good. Excellent. Very nice. And drop your head. Very good. Drop your head a little more. Very nice. And look, he's licking and chewing, going, oh, I did the right thing. Good for me. Good boy. I'm going to change direction. You see how I changed direction? I'm kind of moving through this stuff quickly because we want to get to Benny too. But like I said, the drive line is at the girth and forward. And so I like to step in front of the drive line. And he didn't see that, so I'm going to jerk on him. Ah! And something scared him back there. That's all right. Are you all right about that? Okay. He's telling me, you know, something, I'm spooked. I'm bothered. Either you're bothering me or something behind me's bothering me. You all right? Let's go check it out. So I recognize he's got fear. Let's see what it is. Something move, and I've spent many times walking him through here, and when something gets changed, oh, that's different. We have the wheelbarrow in here, which he hasn't seen before. Good boy. I'm going to do that from the other side. Good boy. That's just the wheelbarrow. Good job. Do you want to recognize when your horse gets scared about something, just go check it out with them. And then it's over. You're all right. All right. Get back. Good job. And I want you to get going. Good boy. Good boy. So I'm going to step in front of that drive line. That means look at me. Good. Good. He's licking and chewing. I'm going to let him think about that for just a moment. Good boy. I'm going to ask for the other direction. I'm going to pick up that stick for a little energy. Good job. Very good. And ask again. Now he started to get it, so I wasn't going to force it. He was there. I could have jerked him and made, hey, pay attention. I want a yes, ma'am. Well, I want him to get this on his own and connect with me and not be afraid of me. I don't want to train through fear or pain. Good boy. You need to get out of my space. Good boy. And the stick helps maintain space. If you can touch your horse with the stick, he's too close. So I would have just tapped that belly a little bit or poked at it. You need to get out of my space. One. There. Good boy. You're not getting that very good. And I'd like your head down. And I just exhaled to relax. Good boy. Let's go again. Good job. I'm going to ask you this way now, just a little differently, and back. And I'm just establishing that I can control his feet. Good boy. I'm going to ask for the change of direction. Good job. So I've noticed he's much better changing direction going to the right. That tells me I need to spend more time going to the left and changing direction. He's not seeing that. So what's happening is I don't think he's seeing me as well, because maybe this horse is more right-eyed than he is left. Have you noticed that? I don't think he's actually connecting that I'm stepping in front of his drive line. So am I going to reprimand him for that? No, I'm going to help develop that side of his brain, because he's not connecting that very well. Good boy. Out of my space. I didn't even touch him. He's that sensitive. Now you wouldn't want to come in there and hit that horse. He's too sensitive. I recognize that. He doesn't need much pressure. Good job. Good job. Support him, appreciate him. Good boy. There. Very good. Very good. I'm going to leave it with that because he just did that right. Good job. And head down. Very nice. Very good boy. All right. So this is the Gypsy Vanners stallion, 3 years old. Blue boy. I call him BB King. Since he's the son of Lion King and his name is Blue Boy, I just call him BB King. His owner thinks I'm silly. Yes. So I'm going to just run through the first few steps, and then I'm going to ask him to back up. And I do this with every horse. Just love him. Just love him. My usual stuff, just love him. And this guy nips, and so you may see me go nutty on him, because if he nips, boy, I am ticked off about that. The lead mare doesn't put up with that from anybody. No stallion, no kid especially, is going to nip this old lead mare. So I'm going to ask for that head down. A little resistant there. The slightest try. Good boy. And then I'm going to love you right here. I'm going to love you right here. And you're going to see this all takes just a couple of minutes, and I run him through all of this every time I pull him out of his stall. So I'm consistent. No, I need you to be soft. Can you be soft? There. Oh, a little overreacted. Yes, can you head down? Head down. Good. He's licking and chewing. Now he's reactive because he's a biter. He's gotten in trouble, and so it makes me think, well, were you thinking about biting me? Because you sure reactive. So I don't know. I don't know if he was thinking about that because he's gotten in trouble. And he'll bite himself. Good boy. He'll bite himself to avoid biting me sometimes. He'll nip at himself because I really want to bite you. And you'll see that with Benny today when I bring him out. Oh, he really wants to bite. Okay, let me love you back here. Can I love your bottom? Gently. Very nice. Oh, he's liking that. Now I need your nose. Give me that nose. No, I need it. I need it right here. So I'm going to help him with that. Right there. Good boy. Good boy. And I'm going to get his mouth working on that. I need you to loosen up because I notice his mouth's kind of tense. I want him to loosen up that mouth. So I'll help him loosen up that mouth. Good boy. All right, kiddo. So I want you to back up. Back, 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 back. Good. Wasn't very much, but I got a back up, and I released it when I got it, when he answered. You notice he turns his head, too, to see me out of his right eye. So I think this guy's more right-eyed than left as well. Back. So I asked nice. Back. Very nice. Not as responsive as I would like, and he's got some anxiety over it. So that's what the yawning is about. He's trying to release that anxiety. Yeah. Back. Very good. Well, he's not being a very good example. And that's a frustration thing he does. I don't want to do that. Can I get you back up again, please? Back. Back. Good boy. Oh, yes. There. And 1 and 2 and 3. Good boy. And a 1 rein stop. I'm going to toss this rope over him as just part of desensitizing. I add that. Good job. Good boy. I add the rope toss over the back once I've already desensitized a horse. It's not something you want to do right away, unless you know your horse could be okay with it, because that can really frighten them. You come running up and tossing this. I've had a lot of horses drag me around the arena for that, and I've learned, you got to really break those things down. You can't expect that they're going to understand and not be frightened by things. You got to find out of my space. Come on, trot. Good boy. Get going. Good job. And a 1 rein stop. Toss. Good boy. Give me that nose. Very good. Oh, see that? He didn't get me though. Good boy. Good job. Now I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to have him dance down the side of the wall, because he used to give me so much guff about this that every time I work this horse, I do it with him. When he was here last summer, oh, he would drag me to the wall, please. He would drag me and kick at me. And so I like to work this just every time to remind him that he needs to do this nicely. Good boy. Oh, yes. To the wall. To the wall. Get to the wall. Now, he's side passing, but I want him at the wall to do it. Come on. To the wall. To the wall. Good. Oh, we have a new banner here. He has not seen this. He's telling me that's scary. It's all right. So I recognize, his behavior is like somebody, I would have thought he's just being stubborn, but I recognize this is new. He's never seen this before. So I'm going to let him check it out. Let's take a look at that together. Yeah, good boy. Most of the time they're not being stubborn. They're frightened, and we misunderstand them and then get after them, and then it's just it's a battle. You don't want to pick a battle. You don't want to pick a fight with the horse. You want to figure it out. Take the time to figure it out. So, are you all right with that now? You all right? And see, you notice I do from one side to the other. So he sees me on both sides with the scary new thing. Yeah. What do you think of that? Check it out. Good boy. Good. I'm going to support him through that. Good job. He's not being irrational. He's licking and chewing. Good job. I'm going to do that on this side. Good boy. Good job. Now, what do you think about dancing down the side? There, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, isn't that amazing? He didn't want to do that before. But because I took the time to just support him through that scary thing, it's not a big deal, and now he'll dance for me. It's important to recognize the difference between fear and obstinance. Say goodbye, take a bow. Yay! Blue boy, BB King. This is BB King.